So we have learned about rounding off, and we have learned that we should round off only at the end of the calculation, not before ending the calculation. Also, we have learned that any number like 2 or pi has a large number of significant digits, and we can use the number of significant digits as per our need, as we can write pi to be 3.14 or 3.142, or we can increase the number as per our needs. And a number like 2 has infinite number of significant digits, so we can increase these significant digits as per our need. Now let us solve some of the numerical problems which will help us in understanding these concepts in a much better way. So example 2.13, each side of a cube is measured to be 7.203 meter. So side is 7.203 meter. What are the total surface area and volume of the cube to appropriate significant figures? So we have been given this side A, and we have to tell what is the total surface area and volume. So we know that calculating total surface area and calculating volume is not a big task, but we have to do it with appropriate significant figures. So let us solve this problem. Now first of all, we have to count how many significant digits are there in this quantity itself. The significant digits in this quantity, that means in length, is 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 4 significant digits. Now once we do the calculation, after that volume and area, that surface area and volume should be rounded off to 4 significant figures. That is the meaning of this problem. So surface area, so even though you calculate the surface area and volume correctly, but if you don't do the rounding off correctly, then you will get 0 marks for this problem, because the question is not about calculating. Calculation you can do in earlier classes that you have learned, but you have to round off in appropriate digits. So surface area, so what is surface area of a cube? 6 into area square, 6 into a. So this is length square, so 6 into length. So one side is a into a, and there are 6 sides like this, 6 into this square. So when we calculate this, and again the units are meter square because this is in meter. So what we get this number. This number is a very large number because we have keep on multiplying these digits again and again. So 3.11, 2.299254, but we have to round them off in appropriate digits. How many? Up to 4. So we can take only this and this digit. Now next digit to this is 9. So we can round off it to 3. Since this is more than 5, so we can round off this digit to 3. Hence the area is 311.3 meter square. So that's why this area is 311.3 meter square, not this very large number, because this is not accurate. Now volume of the cube, what is the volume of cube? Simply this number cube of this number, 7.203 cube of this number. Suppose we calculate the cube, again we get a very large number. So this number is 373.714754, and what we have to do? We have to round it off up to 4 significant figures. That means this and this. Again after this fifth digit is 1, definitely less than 5. Hence we retain this number as it is. So volume of the cube is 373.7 meter cube. Please remember the unit. Here it is area, so meter square. Here it is volume, so meter cube. Now let us see another problem. So example 2.14. 5.74 gram of a substance occupies 1.2 centimeter cube. Express its density by keeping the significant figures in view. So again we have to calculate the density, but we have to keep in mind the significant figures. So this number has 1, 2, 3 significant. This number has only 2 significant figures. So whatever the answer we get, we have to contract that, or we have to round that off to two significant figures. So there are three significant figures in the mass, but only two significant figures in the volume. That's why the density should be expressed only up to two significant figures. So density is mass upon volume. So when we calculate whatever the number we get, after that we have to round it off to 4.8 gram per centimeter cube. So actual number that we get is 4.78 and 333. That's all. So this is the number that we keep on get when we put these numbers in a calculator. But we have to round it up to two significant figures. So these two, and this third digit is definitely more than 5. So this will be one larger. So this will become 4.8. Hence our answer is 4.8 gram per centimeter cube. This is our answer. Now, rules for determining uncertainty in the result of arithmetic calculation. So now we are going to see what are the rules for this. Previously we learned how to measure error in a number, especially when we are doing some arithmetic operation, that means plus, minus, multiplication or division. Now we will learn how to express those numbers in proper format. So let us understand with this example. Suppose we are measuring a thin sheet, its length and breadth are given as 16.2 centimeter and 10.1 centimeter. And since these are correct up to three significant figures, there are three significant figures. So let us calculate how to properly express these numbers. So length is 16.2. Since this third digit is first uncertain digit, so this is the uncertainty or least count of the instrument. So 1, 6 and 2, all three are significant digits, and this is uncertain digit, last one. Now when we calculate this error, so what was the way of calculating error? Calculating error, this any quantity, this is the error, delta L upon L into 100. This is percentage error. So to calculate percentage error, so 0.1 upon 16.2 and this is 100. So what we get? We get error of 0.6%. Similarly, what is in bracket B? B is equal to 10.1. Again this has three significant digits and least count is 0.1 centimeter. In the same way as we have calculated this error, when we calculate this error, 0.1 upon 10.1, we get error of 1%. So now we get error in both of these quantities. So errors are 0.6% and 1%. Now we use the rule of combination of errors that we have learned. So this quantity area L into B is equal to 163.62 centimeter square just by multiplying these numbers, and errors must be added. Percentage errors or relative errors must be added. So this is 0.6%, this is 1%. So what is the error? 1.6%. Now this number, if we calculate this number, so how can we calculate 1.6%? 1.6% of this number, 1.6 divided by 100 into this number, 163.62. So when we calculate this number, this comes out to be around 2.6 centimeter square. So this is our number. So this is our area and this is error in that area. Now this leads us to quote the final result as area is equal to 164 plus minus 3 centimeter square. Why? Because when we are not certain about this digits itself, that's why we are showing error into this. Then how can we write this digit? So we rounded off this number to 3, and again in this number we have removed these digits because these also have error. So we have expressed our results like 164 plus minus 3 centimeter square. Let us understand this thing once again. So we know that error is 1.6% in this quantity. When we calculated, we get 2.6 centimeter square. When we are not sure that this number itself is correct, that means plus minus 2 itself is not correct, then how can we say that this 0.6 is correct? So that's why we have rounded off this number to 3. And since 3 is a complete number, not after decimal, so we have rounded off this number to also to a complete number, not with the decimal. So our area is 164 plus minus 3 centimeter square. This is a proper way of writing any number. So here 3 centimeter square is uncertainty or error in the estimation of area of the rectangular sheet.